All right, part 2 of Booleans. What do all the operators do? We talked a bit about this, now let's actually dive into it. And is comparing whether one thing and the other is true. Logically, that means that it's only true if both things are true. If it helps, you can imagine and as the multiply operator. False is equal to 0, and 1 is equal to true underneath the hood. So it actually simplifies to 0 times 1, 1 times 1, or 0 times 0. And what is 0 times anything? It's, well, you guessed it, 0. So and will always be 0 if at least something's false. On that note, not is just a quick reverse of whatever the value is. Not is basically just the guy who's always looking for a fight. No matter what you say, he's going to disagree with you. I'm false. No. I'm true. No. Or is comparing whether one thing or the other thing or both are true. If anything is true, we got them. It's not quite the same as how we use or. Or is basically equivalent to plus in this case. If we also are willing to pretend that anything more than 1 is actually just a 1 in disguise, then 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, which is secretly just a 1. And then 0 plus 0 is the only one that fails because that one's still 0. Listen, if you can work with imaginary numbers, you could just pretend for a minute that all numbers are actually secretly 1, except for 0, which is actually a 0. Okay, what about XOR? That's the OR we like. It's actually called exclusive OR. The X stands for exclusive. Too bad my X didn't know the meaning of that word. This is asking if one or the other is true, but if both are true, it fails. Also, equivalence checking uses these bad boys. I don't believe they have fun little words to use, so you just have to deal with the symbols. Double equals just asks if they're the same. This little not equals asks if they're different. Surprise, surprise. Oh yeah, and about those truth tables, this is them. I wanted to talk about them more, but then I didn't. They can be helpful little cheat sheets though, so if you did want me to do a video on them, just let me know.